Hello everyone, welcome to the NN Classroom. Today, I'd like to share with you a past paper question extracted from 2018 Time Zone 0 in November. Question number 15, asking concepts related to topic 5, energetics, something to do with enthalpy changes. Let's see. Which of the following is correct when barium hydroxide, BaOH2, reacts with ammonium chloride? So given to you the equation. The importance of this question obviously is not about the nature of this reaction, but about the enthalpy change, a really important physical parameters of this reaction. Delta H to be positive 164 kilojoules per mole. What does it imply? It implies a really important concept. A positive enthalpy change is what we call endothermic situation. So student must be referring back to a concept. What is meant by endothermic? Is that really simple from an energy level diagram with the enthalpy against the reaction coordinate. Normally students should be able to sketch this out. I just put a bit more. Yeah, with the reactant starting all the way upper to the product side. So starting with the reactant all the way to the product. Getting into a peak first, what we call the transition state. But the importance is that the initial point must be lower than the final point, because overall speaking, the enthalpy is going to be increased, right? So as some heat is being absorbed at the end netly, so the net change is going to be increased. So that is what we call endothermic situation. So if students remember the sketching of this energy level diagram, or simply called the energy profile, that kind of they can arrive to the answer really quickly, right? So that is going to be, first of all, temperature. Temperature is a really important indication, indicating whether it is going to be an exo or endothermic reaction. So remember, endo, you can understand it as like the heat is being absorbed into the system. So like the surrounding temperature or within the system's temperature is going to be dropped, like getting cooler, right? So that's why with an endothermic situation, heat is being absorbed. So the reflection is that the temperature as an indicator will show a cooler temperature. So cooler temperature means temperature decrease, right? So that's why answer obviously not A and not D, right? Next is that the product will be having a higher enthalpy value than the reactants, right? So that's why products having a higher enthalpy than the reactants, right? So again, we convert more to C. Let's look at final point. Products are less stable than the reactants. That makes sense because as we have learned from the enthalpy concept, the lower the enthalpy value it is, the more stable, enthalpically speaking. So that's why in this case, we should understand the reactant is supposedly enthalpically more stable than the product. So that's why on the other side, we say the product is less stable than the reactant. So also true. So that's why in this case, answer is going to be C.